So, American State Papers, right? Volume. This is an authenticated document. Now they try to pretend that it doesn't run. Besides, sir, in all cases where the necessity of resignation should be sent, it is equally necessary that they should be received, and an importance of that is agreed to all of the reason before giving in the vis of the neighbor of the officer retired quietly, but the con- but the content for it proceeds in all cases which you put the comment completely in the power of the head of the department by refusing to accept or by omitting to acknowledge or omitting to acknowledge the receipt of the resignation to prevent anyone who held an office from taking his seat as a member of Congress. Now, sir, will we become contended that the president or the secretary or the commissioner, neither of whom pretended to recognize me as amateur, intended by saying their report that no resignation had been received from Mr. Mulford to fix upon the stigma of having violating the Constitution of his oath and deprive him of his reputation and his constitution of his representative of their choice. Impossible. It's impossible. Why are you refusing the man from choosing? If I ask why resolution required information whether or any office were at the time December 12 so held, and why by the answer given that no resignation had been received from Mr. Mulford, right? It left to be inferred that he is yet in office. I could answer that I would not have been prepared for the President. The Secretary of State have expressed an opinion of Mr. Mulford qualification as a member. He had simply to state that the fact is that Mr. Mohammed had been appointed to an office heretofore that no resignation had been received. He's appointed to an office, so he's not received no resignation. So why is his vote and his answer is not there? He could not with priority say whether a resignation was not necessary, nor when the extent of question is understood, could it be expected that he would and report to others to this point, to these points? Suppose, sir, that I held in office after the 4th March, that the 10 that then I was the next not elected a representative until August. I suppose so forth. The problem, what I'm saying, if you read it a little bit more, you can see them those doing some shady shit. So that's why I'm coming forth and I try to talk to them about it, right? And this is him. This is him that I try to exclude. I try to exclude him. But if he's appointed, let's do something. Why you want to take him out? The proposed amendment constitutional relationship with title of nobility, the House of Representatives of Washington, D.C., the pursuant to the resolution of the House of Representatives in the 21st century that requires attention number of states which had ratified the 13th article of the amendment to the Constitution of the United States. I transmit to the House of the late reported that the Secretary of State, which contained the information that has been received upon the subject, no time will be lost in the communication of the House of Representatives answering the governor and the state of Southern California and Virginia to inquire state by the Secretary of State to have been recently addressed to them when they are received at the department. Now, here you go. The Secretary of State is whom referred to the resolution of the House of Representatives the 31st December last request information the number of states which have ratified the 13th article of the 13th article of the amendment of the Constitution of the United States proposed to add second session and 11th Congress has the honor to respectfully to report the president that it appears by numeric document on file in the office of the Department of State, and a said article was ratified. You hear what I'm saying? What was ratified? Look at the people who accept it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Writing that further appears the authenticated document also filed that they said that the article was rejected. Now, New York City rejected it at this time, and Rhode Island rejected it at this time, and so forth. But if you go forward, Virginia came and accepted, right? If you see right there, Governor of Virginia, who says so forth. So since the governor came and accepted in the 13, made the 13 state, which he needed to ratify it, acceptable, because that's what the guy was saying in the other documentation, show that Governor General came, the governor of Virginia came and accepted it right there. He came back and changed his vote to an acceptance. If you look at the top, it wasn't there first, but Virginia came back afterwards and accepted. That submit the legislature the second and current the cut session 811, but also the late second section and 13, according to the record of the letter to the Journal of Governor Smith, no final decision had to take in place. That the pursuance of the resolution of the House of Representatives in conformity with this report, it is commanded the Secretary of State addresses the letter Governor Connecticut and enclose him with into a copy of the proposed amendment in the Constitution, requite information used to any final decision in relation to it, and then the answer said letter, and so forth. Let me skip a little bit further down. I'm going to be right here. All right. Now, the 29th November 1811 report was made by the committee of the Secretary Carney recommending that the adoption of the amendment article, which was reported agreed to and ordered to be seated to the House of Representatives in the House of Representatives also was also made us on a subject of the 7th of December in 1813 upon by that House that the Secretary addressed the Governor South of Carolina letter with a copy of the amendment, a like tenor and date at which the address Governor Connecticut to which he has not received any answer, and a similar letter accompanied also by a copy of amendment in written of the Secretary of Governor of Virginia. So the two state them take it, South Carolina and Virginia take it, from whom which the period answered has been received in a department to be subjected to, all which respectfully submitted. So 14 people submitted their documentation. Now, if you look at right here, Quincy Adams, that's his report. Now, Andrew Pickens, this is his report. Your communication on the 17th nominated was received in due time. Was received what? In due time. But with owing my option of Colombia, it was out of my power to give you the necessary information required as so an early date. You will receive enclosed authenticated copy of the proceedings in the legislative state upon the proposed amendment to the Constitution, of which they enclose me a copy by which it will appear that the amendment was not agreed to. I have another to be verified. A great respect to you, humble. So he says it wasn't agreed to. So, I mean, you guys can take the document and read it for yourself instead of you try to read it fast for you and then skip through some of the words.
Well, it's just no. You interpret it very well. Like I could read this stuff right here. It'll probably take me maybe 3 or 4 times before I even have an understanding of it. You just read it, and you already know what it's saying. Like,
so here is what I said. What it said. The following that the committee legislated several states have ratified when ratified 1113 3/4 Senate shall be valid and binding as a part of the Constitution of the state and state. If any citizen of the United States shall accept the claim and receive so da 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 any accept and retain any present and so forth. Now, this is the part where they don't want you to have, so that's why they keep hiding it from you that it's ratified. If you take no annulment of any kind, whatever, from any emperor. Now, if somebody can define that, that's the part I'm trying to define. I want to define it. So I think I need to break it down different. I need to just know what the word itself means. I think I don't really know what it means. Foreign number clause, Article 169, yeah. And a number generally refer to any profit, salary, fees, compensation received or holding in office. Okay, so you can't take the money from him. Okay, cool. That's what I wanted to know at the first part. So now I know what it is. Now I learned. If you're taking the money from any king or foreign powers, it doesn't matter. Such shall cease to be citizen of the United States. Such shall be capable of resolution and an opinion out of a constitution of the United States is also you're committing therefore leaving recommendation in Senate and adoption. So I can't remember what it said anymore because I can't see into the bottom. It doesn't show me the bottom part. But this is the key part where you need to know. You only need 14 states to make it an amendment. They give their documentation and receive at that time. So it should be a null. They are saying that it did not look like it agreed upon, but it was agreed upon. Why? Because they submitted their documentation timely. It's not me saying it. They said it. So since you submitted it timely, it was agreed upon. And that's the point where I was trying to make. If we can go into I should have get off this live long time ago and call my friend because she was waiting for me. If we can go into our inner self and learn to break shit down, then we'll be alright. Because we are losing the body because we don't understand what certain things are, and we are losing the body because we don't know who we are. If we are originally people, and then we lose our nationality through Jim Crow Act, and if they apologize about Jim Crow Act, then they're not supposed to practice it, right? What that means is, if they used to call us black, negro, and color, and white, and all those stuff, those things would have to stop. They would have to come forth now and start telling us our true nationality. For the past 40 years or 45 years, have anyone ever went to the hospital and they call you from the nation who you were? No, they still label you black, negro, and color, and they still label you Asian, and they still label you all of those things. So if they put those things on you still, that means they're still practicing the same thing that they just sworn oath to stop doing by saying that it's abolished. How can it be abolished and still practicing it?
Right.
You should never label a man black under any form of birth record. So once you do that on a birth record, they never stop practicing it. You get what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Does that click to you guys?
Facts. Hey, look, that's what I'm saying. That black word, that gets no play.
Right.
It gets no play.
If you look at the idea card,
you literally denationalizing yourself.
You're right. I gotta stop using that word too. I just find myself using it because it's like,
hey,
when you're talking to somebody else that don't know, like you don't know what the hell you talking about.
Exactly, like because they sleep. The ones that sleep, and if they don't take heed, it's like they gonna just lose. They gonna lose. You feel me? Until like this shit is, everything's everything, because everything is coming to the out and open where they're gonna have to fix things, and that's what's going on. It's a transition to power right now.
I mean, if you say more, they like, hey, that's just a corporation. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not. It's not though. That's a people. So if you know that, then it's not. What are we debating? We're not debating this. You know, these are facts.
Right.
It's not
I
a
know
debate.
that.
Shit.
Right.
That's real talk. Because they know already, like, you know, in law, because in law, black means civil liter mortuus in law. And it's a legal status. It means you're civilly dead. You lost, or one that's lost all their civil capacities. You have no rights, no human rights. They don't avail you because you're looked at as a decedent as well, because you're a corporation held in the United States vessel. And that's the ship. That's the ship they put us in right there. The United States.
Do you guys want to know what is this? How do any one of you know what it is?
I don't.
You talking about the courts out there in London?
No, this right here, this thing here, this Chris.
Lace Snuggle. Whatever it is you're looking at.
That's the crest. That crest is the, I think it's either Georgia crest or it is the Secretary of State crest or the Secretary of Treasury crest.
Right. They got a lot of the different ones that over there that's similar to this over there, you know, for the Lords of London and all the different crests that
No, that's exactly what I was just gonna tell you. The Secretary of Treasury have this crest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where it's at the crest?
Say it again, Noble.
Do you know who was at the crest? When when she stamp that crest on a document, I mean, do you know who was at the crest? See it? See the crest? See the crest? You see the crest?
Yeah.
All right. Now look at this. Bro, I do this for real, man.
As you should.
Bro, that's why I asked you guys for donation. I don't do this for jokes, man. I do this for real.
Exactly.
Bro, watch this. I'm gonna show you.
That's what any real one gonna do anyways.
For damn sure.
I know that's what I do.
Remember the crest what you look at, right? Come on, that's not the document I'm looking for. I'm looking for the PDF where the guys get to Independence Day. I used to have the website, but I lost it because it's a new computer, so I lost it. So I lost the document. Hopefully I can find it back again, like I tell us I search for shit. But if I find it, I can show you something. What's that right there?
Damn.
You know what that's right there? Now, I am not stupid. I can tell that that's a British crest. What the British crest is doing in our fucking treasury.
Regulating shit, regulating commerce over
Are you
there.
guys getting it yet?
Regulating commerce.
Are you guys getting it yet?
Regulating commerce. They controlling commerce, regulating commerce on the people.
Bro, and nobody showed me this in the bro. Nobody showed me this. It's observation.
Yeah.
It's observation. Nobody showed me this. Now look at this. Official colony, right?
Colonial
Guys,
office.
Is this not this right here? Is that not this?
colonial office, colonization. Colonization. Controlling your commerce and the monetary system on you.
Wow.
And casting you into hell, which to be
man, it's not allowed me to do it. It's not
it's in
allowed
the
me.
law. Look up hell in the law in Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Why is the word hell in Black's Law Dictionary? The Law Dictionary, hell.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now,
it
guys.
makes you put you under the executor chamber.
You see this woman right here? She's Jewish. Now, you see that crest, all right? That crest. Bro, is it different from this? Hell the fuck no. That's a British gun. So if them said, if we take any form of documentation and then any form of payments of any foreign nation, then we are not United States citizens. Making the United States citizen that was imposing to be United States citizen. That's why they want to say it's not ratified.
And then that's why it's like you got to pull up everything and run it in on them, like on all these things we doing, on all these different processes. That's why they say, don't they say reading is fundamental?
Yeah, damn. That's good. Right.
Fundamental,
wow.
your mental, your mind. Where your mind
Right.
at? What is your mind attain? Like, do you know how to move your avatar around on this plane with your mental right? And when people say, man, get your mind right, it's like, for real, get your mind right though.
Damn.